Jordan says on script 1.0, still being used, though FSBOs are likely to have a ton of realtors contacting them. All right. So yeah, the question is like, the script 1.0 is still viable when FSBOs are selling so fast. The question that I would ask myself is, are you, Jordan, or anyone else using script 1.0? Are your skills developed enough for you to still set face-to-face appointments using script 2.0? If the answer to that question is no, you are required to use 1.0. So is Jordan here?
Yes. Jordan?
You can unmute yourself,
Okay.
Jordan. You gotta wake him up. He's on the couch watching Netflix. Look at him. What's up, man?
No,
I'm
watching the Olympics, but
oh, sorry. I knew you were watching something.
So.
Doing something, but not working. Anyways, I gotta give you a hard time. I'm totally kidding. All right. So here's the thing. Let me ask you. Can you call a for sale by owner and set a listing appointment on the first call?
So here's my story. I was following you on YouTube and just implementing things before I sign up for coaching. And I met with 20 FSBOs in person, but I didn't know, once I got there, I didn't know what to do and didn't get a single one of them. So I feel confident enough that I can get the face-to-face appointment. I guess the question is, with the 1.0 and 2.0, I've read both scripts, and I would say I feel confident enough going straight to the 2.0, but I don't know if you would recommend still using a 1.0 script. And things are moving
so fast, right? Yeah. So here's the thing. We don't have any evidence. Like, so this is, you and I we're going to talk a lot about, Jordan, like what we could do and what we have done, right? Like people say all the time, I can get 6-pack abs. Well, have you ever gotten a 6-pack before? Are you 10% body fat? Have you ever gotten 10%? No, you could. It's a true statement. So stay with me here. This is a really great question that you bring up. What we don't know is, through those 20 preview appointments, how did they go? Did you transition? How many of those 20? Let me ask you a couple questions. It's going to make a lot of sense to you. How many of the 20 did you present the days on market presentation?
0, because I
know. Stay with me.
I didn't know how to do it.
Watch. I'm going to help you a lot.
Okay.
How many did you present the value proposition?
0.
Watch. How many did you plant the backup seed with? Is that 0?
0.
All right. The point here, I knew the answers were all 0 because the thing is, you haven't done a real preview appointment yet. You have 0 preview appointments. Would you agree?
Gotcha.
Because a preview appointment, Jordan, is this. Watch this. Using script 1.0, a preview appointment is when you go to the home, you preview the property, you transition into the Zillow ad review, you transition into the CMA days on market presentation, you transition into the value proposition presentation, you circle the days on market and ask the seller verbatim, looking into their eyes, for the listing. Okay. If, Jordan, you can't sell in 27 days, are you open to meeting with me and giving me the opportunity to earn your business? That's what you do at the preview appointment. They say yes or no or maybe. Then, based on that answer, we'll determine, do you have a listing opportunity now or in the future? So then you can play off of that answer. Then, next question. We haven't done any of that yet, correct?
No.
Okay.
Well, the only thing I was doing was bringing a CMA, and then I would just get lost in the conversation, basically.
Right. So watch, this is furthermore. So after that has occurred, that's a preview appointment that I just outlined to you. After that, and those 20 that you went through, how many times did we follow up? What did we say? How many emails, text messages, direct mail, social media posts, and videos did they see from Jordan Wheeler in the follow-up?
I followed up with each one of them with a call, and
how many?
Say on all of them.
No. How many calls on each one?
Oh, I would, I'd probably do one per week for like 3 weeks.
Okay.
And most of the time by the third week, they were under contract. So I guess that reverts back to my question is, how do I, if they're moving that quickly, what's the strategy to get them to list with you quicker?
Right. So let me go back to the preview appointment. I don't know if I cut out or we didn't hear that part. So let me go, when we talk about the preview appointment, because you haven't done any of these yet, right? So I don't know where you're at in the training yet. At the preview appointment, when you go through the CMA days on market presentation, I role played it at the beginning of this call as well.
Yeah.
You circle the days on market and you ask the seller verbatim, Jordan, if you cannot sell this property in 22 days, would you be open to meeting with me again and giving me the opportunity to get your property sold?
Okay.
Now, hold on.
Okay.
Stay with me. So stay with me. What would you say? Role play with me.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Now, while I'm here, I mean, the goal that you told me is you guys need to get something bigger by the end of summer to start in the new schools. Is that still true?
Yes.
If I could show you my strategy now, sell the property and get you guys something bigger, would you be open to having that conversation now rather than in a few weeks from now?
Sure. You're already here.
Yeah. So depending on how they answer was the answer to your question. So this is how we bring a preview appointment, Jordan, through their motivation, and we up the quality. Now, they don't always say yes, but if they say not right now or yes in the future, now our follow-up is strategically placed the conversation based on this meeting. Because the typical agent preview appointment, the reason why they don't work for most is because the preview appointment conversation has zero substance, and those follow-up calls are all bullshit.
Yeah.
They're like, did you find me a buyer yet?
Yeah.
Did you find me? Nope, not yet. I'll follow up with you next week. Right? They're all bullshit.
Yeah.
So now through all of that coaching, the answer to your question is you need to stick with 1.0, because what we don't know yet, Jordan doesn't have any evidence that he should move to another script, because we've never set a preview appointment that went the way that we just outlined in this role play. Would you agree?
Gotcha. Yeah. So I feel confident with 1.0 script. Can I just skip to practicing the in-house presentation and master
Absolutely.
that? Okay.
100% is exactly where you're at. But what I want you to do, Jordan, starting this, tomorrow and next week, is let's see how many preview appointments that you set, regardless of the script that you use, and you get through the entire preview appointment the way that we just outlined. I want to see how many of them you can get through the home tour, the Zillow ad review, the days on market presentation, the value proposition presentation, and then planting a listing backup plan seed with that seller. How many this week coming up can we go on, so that when you and I talk on Monday or Thursday next week, that we can have a conversation around, okay, now I'm able to do this. Okay, now we can talk about getting the 2.0.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Is that fair? Because here's what I don't want to have happen to you is you're going to list properties through that 1.0 strategy. And a lot of people that list a lot of for sale by owners still use that strategy to this day. They've never switched over to 2.0 because they're doing it the right way. We don't know yet how that's going to work for Jordan.
Okay. Okay, cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, man. Good to see you.